Hi, I'm here to tell you how to actually create your study tips table in Microsoft Word. I've already launched it here, but in case you haven't launched it, you can either use this icon or you can find it off your Start menu down below here, and you can find it off of here. You can launch it either way. I'm already in it, so I'm going to start with doing my steps on my sheet, and you want to take a really good look at the sample. I'm asking you in step number 3 to actually type the heading of the sheet, which says study ship tips by your full name and grade level. So I'm going to start typing my name and my grade level, and I just pretended I was in 5th grade, and I want you to just highlight the text. You just simply click in front of the S, and then you're going to click and drag to select all your text, and you can easily change it by looking at you have this as a whole set of tools here, or icons. It's called your toolbar, and then here are your menus. So we're going to be using some of these menus for this project. So first off, I want to highlight this, which I just did, and then I want to click on the Align Center command. All these have help here. You can actually see what they actually do. So I'm going to click on Center, and I also told you I wanted to set the font to be a different type. I want you to type in V for Verdana. It's going to click on Verdana, and then you want to click on 14, and then I also want you to bold it. So there you go, and then you want to click at the very end of your text and press enter so you're on the next line. And then now you're ready to insert your table. Now first you want to go to the table menu, and you want to insert table. And on this insert table screen, you want to select how many columns and rows that I specify in your instructions. I have here that in step 5, you are to insert a table with 2 columns. So here I'm in the columns. I want to set that to 2. You can either type right over it, highlight it, and type right over it, or you could use these little buttons here to increase the value by doing the up button, or decrease the value by doing the down button. And now I'm going to enter my number of rows, which should be 11. And then you should be able to just click OK at this point, and then it'll bring in a brand new table here. And you have a couple of options for sizing this table, because if you notice in your sample, you have kind of a smaller column over here. So you can either hover over the very center of your table, and you can just click and drag this over so that your first column looks smaller, so that you can put your numbers in this column. And then you have your bigger column over here for all the text. So first off, I'm going to type in my heading of my table, which is going to be a pound sign or sharp sign. And then you're going to type in study tips. And I see that I have the font size and the boldness is not what I want. So I'm going to select my entire table, and I want to select a smaller font, and I also want to use the Garamond font. And here I happen to have it here, but if you don't see it right away, you can start typing G-A-R-A, and it'll pop up on your screen just like it is here. So you click on Garamond, and then I wanted this to be a smaller font. We don't want to waste a lot of ink, so we said that we wanted to have it at a font size of 10. So once you set that up, it should be set for the whole table here. And I noticed that my study tips kind of jump to the center here. You can easily use these commands here and get that back over. So you're going to do a line left. And then you can start typing in your numbers. It probably is easier to just type in all your numbers. So you type in your numbers, and then you can hit the arrow key. It's like a down arrow key. It's just under the keys of delete, end, and page down. So down below that, you'll see a bunch of arrow keys. You want to do the down key after you type in the number. So I'm just going to type in all these numbers just to make it simple. And then we have our 10th one here. And then you can simply take in your mouse, you can click right into that first cell, and if you notice they all have it seems to be centering them all, just like this first one in this first column. So I want to select that whole thing, and I want to just simply say align left, and then it should shift them all over there right away. So now I'm going to start typing in my tips. I'm going to write things down. And when you do that, I want you to actually highlight that. Again, you can even drag from the left side over and then to the right. And I want you to bold that because that's how it is in the sample, and I want you to underline it. And then, and it is a toggle, so you want to make sure that it's toggled to bold. And I know it's kind of hard to see it that it's bold, but it is. And then even if you think you remember, and then you're going to continue. Oh, and I see that I have actually still have that the boldness on and the underline. So you can simply click over that and drag over and highlight it again, and see, you can see that it's actually set to bold and underline because they actually are different colors. So you want to just unclick that and unclick that, and it should be all set. So, and you can see now this is more bolded at this point. And study tips, I want to go back up to the study tips. It's supposed to be italic, not bold. So I'm going to unclick the bold and I'm going to click the italic. And there you see it's actually italic, just like the sample. And you're going to continue typing all your information in all these different cells. And when you're all done, then you can make sure that you actually, while you're working on it, make sure it's saved to the network. So I'm going to do File, Save As, and then I'm going to go to this drop down and I want to look for my PCID, which in my case is C07, and I'm going to click on the directory, say I'm in 5th grade, and then I'm going to put my last name, D. Decker, M-study tips, just like I mentioned in the actual assignment sheet. So then you just type in that and then you do your save, and then it'll be on the network. Thanks.